Silima Hemen, welcome back to Tom Plays Civ 6 for Absolute Beginners. We're back with the Sumerians and Gilgamesh. So yeah, we're basically just facing an enormous religious war. It's a serious concern. So like the first big problem we face. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to be settling anywhere near you for a while, so I will apologise this time. The first problem is that our only actual holy city place can build apostles, which we desperately need, is Uruk. So until this holy site gets built, which unfortunately is taking forever, we won't be able to make apostles unless Uruk is Enki. So yeah, bit of a problem. On the plus side, it should be quite easy for us to heal. So this is basically how these work. I believe this area here, our holy site with its temple, can be used to heal apostles from any damage they take in theological combat. Also, this apostle has got an advantage in theological combat, and also if we win theological combat, it does have quite a significant effect on the religions in the area. So I'm actually wondering if it'd be worth doing one attack with these guys on this one, because if we can actually defeat them, that might make a difference all by itself. Let's give it a go. Oh! Okay. I should have gone into the city. So I've taken a certain amount of damage. Still not defeated though. Very badly damaged but not defeated, and unfortunately while we're Buddhist we can't make any more apostles. What we will be able to do is heal them, so this is a thing, Tomiris won't be able to heal anyone. There is a religious unit called a guru that's extremely easy to build, like doesn't take a lot of faith, and is kind of like a mobile healing platform, but we don't seem to have any. We may still be doomed, but we'll see. Okay, so in the meantime, life goes on. We could do with finding Tomiris cities, because we're also research buddies, so it'd be good to send some trade caravans over. Oh, what does he want? Right, he wants dyes, and he's willing to give us 18 gold and 2 gold per year, and he also wants open borders. I'm actually okay with that this time. Plus, seeing as it's his suggestion, he may like us slightly better. Okay, we're getting a boost to gunpowder, which is good. Okay. Ouch, that's not good. I'm hoping they can't attack me in a city, otherwise. Well, I could probably still defeat them anyway, but yeah, I probably should have just tried to boost Uruk. That's whether send anyone else over to Uruk, given that it's already converted. Okay, gunpowder. Gunpowder would be good. Lagash. What should Lagash be doing? Okay, we're mainly military here, aren't we? Because we're holding the fort. And we have an armory. So actually we should probably build a crossbowman. And they can sit there. Make life as uncomfortable as possible. So another option we would have in the religious war is to actually declare actual war on Tomiris, because that would allow our military units to kill her religious units. Not that keen to do that though. Okay, this could be it for us. Okay, so this is another military area. So avoid light medieval walls. I'm thinking of a crossbowman, because ideally with the encampment we could have a crossbowman in the city and one in the encampment. And also, because they can produce experienced units with the armory, I think we have a few places that actually need crossbowmen. Or some sort of ranged unit. Well, maybe not. Oh yeah. No, now looks like we've actually got them mostly covered apart from Uruk, oddly enough. But yeah, other than that we're not too bad. But normally I'd create them here and ship them out to the various places. We do still have the odd settler coming, I think, so... Okay, what else? A nipper. Do tend to do ancient walls. I'm just wondering whether we should start building a spy. Possibly a trader as well. They're recommending the trader, you can see that with a little advisor symbol. I'm a little concerned about spies because as we're going to be ahead in science, we're likely to get a few people getting the bright idea of coming across and stealing our research. Which doesn't really appeal. So we could do with having some spies handy. Right, given we're on the sea here, how about we think about a harbour? I can't build it there. So it's a reef. Don't want to build here. Okay, maybe not yet. We've got very limited districts we can build here. Maybe this would be a good place to build a spy. At least then we've got one in the works. Okay, so this is our primary theological unit. I think I'll send them for healing. This unit also needs healing. Here's a problem. Right. I wonder if there's any chance I can ask Tomiris to not convert our cities. It's not going to work. But hey. Let's try declaring friendship again. Yep, good. I was hoping the deal might have made a difference on the whole. So how about I want a religious alliance. Maybe economic? Cool. Should give us quite a few options. When it comes to trade, which is why it's very important we build more traders. Aha! Is this Tomirus? This is what happens if you're defeated in theological combat. Should see, there we go, so we've got a massive minus to Enki and a massive plus to Buddhism. Yeah, that's fine. So, interesting. We've basically lost Uruk in theological combat, which means we can no longer create any form of theological units. So, our next best chance is going to be Isin, but they're taking forever to produce a holy site. I wonder if there's somewhere else which might have a faster build time, but we don't have long because she's just got so many apostles. So already heading to the other cities. Aha. Okay, so this city I think is now in rebellion. Not this city, this one. Yeah, so they're now a free city. I think we can conquer them, but I think there's a chance they might join us anyway. And they'll probably rebel again even if they don't. So I'm not actually going to worry about it. Warrior monk. So that makes sense though. At the same time, we also need to be focusing on well, it would have been nice to get a heroic age, but I don't think we're going to manage it now. Still, at least we'll be out of the Dark Age, so that's something. I wish there was something I could do to speed this up. I don't believe that there is. Unfortunately, because they've managed to strike immediately at the heart of our religion. Lagash? How long would it take you to make a holy district? Holy site? Okay, wouldn't be fast, but it'd be faster than Isin. So we can give it a try. I have a suspicion though that they are going to succeed in converting us before we can build any more holy sites. In which case we're just going to have to roll with it. Accept that the world is now Buddhist and hope we can win a science victory before they can win a religious victory. Although the way Tomirus is going, I have doubts. I could launch an Inquisition. Can't heal, I don't think. So you might as well sleep. I have a feeling the thing that might make them declare for us in that rebellious city is culture. So we might not do as well as we might have done. Okay. Go for metal casting, takes less time. Looks like Saladin's finally fighting back against these barbarians. Looks like this has even been damaged to some extent. So whether we can be the ones to actually defeat them. Okay, right, well, let's continue building on the harbour for now. Okay, it might have just handed someone else victory. But what can you do? We had to try. Yep, we did. Not doing very well today. Right, let's pull the knights back then. We don't need them down there anymore. Settler, that's something. Always a good thing. Question being, where can we actually settle at this stage? This is the older place in red. We don't even have the option of settling. None of these places are great either, really. I suppose this might be our best option though. So at least we haven't promised Saladin not to settle near. Oh, there's these places. If we can only get there. Okay, well, let's try. Just leave them to it and maybe one day they'll arrive. Certainly not a good time for settlers though. Okay, so we've got crossbowman and archer. Alright, well, let's loan the archer out. Not sure why we now have both down there. Okay. I guess let's keep going on the science. Not really worth it. Monument, bit of culture, never hurts. Get a trading post. This isn't a big deal. It's just when a trade caravan goes through another city, they create a trading post. So it's all good. All gives you a bit more money. Oh, this is good. Apparently, Robert the Bruce likes that we are generally peaceful. Okay, excellent. I could probably ask Sumerians not to settle near our cities as well. Thought we already had that boost. To change policies, yes, we don't want production towards settlers anymore. So look at economic. Get extra gold from trade routes or extra culture and sites from international traders. I'm going to try and go international, so let's go with that for now. The rest is probably fine. Oh, great engineer points. Actually, great engineer points are probably more valuable. And we should start building industrial sites as well. Oh, we've entered a normal age. Fair enough. Didn't make the heroic age. But that should help. Okay, dedication. Hick sunt. Draconis. Discover a continent on that. Right, so that's probably not useful. Reform the coinage. That might be useful. Heartbeat of steam. Each industrial or later building constructed. Okay, and 2 arms. So we're probably between reform the coinage and heartbeat of steam. Do you want both of these? One thing I was going to say is in a science victory you really need industrial zones as well, because the crux of a science victory, once you've reached the proper level of research, is to build spaceships and things, which is going to need industry, and also spies to protect the industry. So I do wonder if that might be a good option. Although we do also want to make a bunch of trade routes. I think might go heartbeat of steam, because we really want to start focusing on getting industry operational. Astronomy, I'm surprised we haven't got that yet. Okay. Well, we have a boost towards the Enlightenment, so let's go with that. We've gained a great general. Okay, so which is our centre of learning, technically, and amazingly still Enki. So, but we've got all our campus buildings, so we should actually move that governor elsewhere, ideally. Can we build an industrial zone? We can. Can we build it close to the science zone so we can protect them both with 1 spy? We can! Wonderful. And let's do that. Let's also, if we can, reassign this governor. Need to work out where to reassign him. We want somewhere that's building a science building. So I think Bad Tabira is probably the place. Okay. Governors, reassign. There we go. So he'll be in transit for 5 turns, but after that I think he'll be helping to build a library. Okay, so on knight, let's heal the knight first. Looks like Tomris has at least calmed down a little, although there's still an apostle sort of coming this way. We'll have limited spreads at least. It's whether she goes for icing. I'll relocate you to Lagash. Although she's determined to chase him down, there's going to be little I can do. Except maybe get him away from the cities. So that... Oh! So if I retire again, 1 envoy. Well, given I'm not really doing much... Ooh, tricky. I would like an envoy, but is there a chance someone's going to attack me at some point? I might go with the envoy. Terrible though it sounds. Okay, so this is an Uruk trade route which was trading to Isin, which is great, but we now want it to trade to one of our allies. Fortunately, we don't seem to have that option yet. So how about if we go to one of these places first, and maybe we'll be able to trade further from there. Alternatively, we could just go to Tromso. Laventa wants us to send a trade route, so I would say yeah, let's go to Tromso. It'll give us the culture and science advantage, and it will also get us closer. I think basically when you have a trade route somewhere, you can then make further trade routes further along. So if you can't trade to Laventa yet, you're better off trading to whichever cities are closest. Seems to be how it works. What do we have now? Divine Right. Entertainment Complex, Great Merchant, and Send Trade Route. Fair enough. Okay. Okay, so we're suzerain of all of these except Laventa, so let's have a go at Laventa with our new envoy. Let's keep an eye on what this apostle's doing. Or not, because we've been dragged all the way over here, so now we can't see. And once again, Harold doesn't like us. Our navy is weak. Really must build the odd naval unit at some point. Okay, we have a new envoy again. 2 new envoys. Right, I might just bring this one up to 6 because you do tend to get bonuses at 6. At the same time, I don't know if we actually have any art museums and archaeological buildings. So maybe that's less useful. Okay, I tell you what, I'll do one there and one in Laventa. See if we can become suzerain of them as well. Okay, it looks like this apostle is determinedly hunting down our apostle. So I'm thinking, let's just get out of town. Because when they're defeated, I think they will cause an issue for nearby cities, and I don't really want them to cause an issue for our city. Okay, 7 knight. I don't think there are any obvious places where they should go. Let's just park them here and fortify. Should be fine. Like to keep an eye on this apostle. Yep, they're definitely chasing us. Well, I suppose at least that should give us time to build some holy sites, if nothing else. Like, all is not quite lost. Not quite. But yeah, I probably should have paid more attention to religion. Instead of having all this faith saved up, I probably should have had a bunch of apostles surrounding Uruk. Now this is good. Are they getting distracted by other missionaries? Oh yes, of course. No problem. Really must get building spies. Have discovered the Enlightenment. Alright, we do have something for a great merchant, but then doing quite well on the suzerainty anyway. We need to upgrade some units. This is why we have this option. So let's have a look at that. Progress towards colonialism. Wasn't planning on doing any. Okay, scientific theory sounds good. Sounds very scientific. Amazingly. Alright, we need to build 2 temples to get a boost to divine right. That will actually fulfill a mission. What are other options? Okay, earn a great merchant. Doesn't seem likely that we're going to do that, so let's go for that. Although we should probably do divine right soon anyway, simply because it's not going to cost much. Where are you going? I see you could still be coming for us. But let's move you back to Lagash. I'm still hoping they might be a little distracted by all the Protestantism. Oh, right. Our alliance with the Romans has run out. So, still declare friendship. And let's make an alliance, and went for a military alliance, didn't we? With the Romans. And he's not charging us this time, so that's good. Excellent. Okay, now I don't actually want to convert Tromso. I did promise not to. I'd rather convert my own cities right now, if I can get near them without being killed, which is of course the problem. Okay, it's not a problem. Okay, Gemdet Nasa. Losing my own cities now. It's not that we have that many cities. There we go. Okay. So what are you actually building at this stage? There aren't any great benefits to building a campus here. How about industry? No huge benefits to industry either, unfortunately. Commercial hub. No rivers. So in effect, no matter what we build... Oh, Holy Site has some pluses. But then I may be about to be defeated on Holy Site, so I'm not actually sure I care to build anymore. I'm not so interested in encampments right now. How about if we build an entertainment complex? So I don't believe we have any of those. Okay, now what I also want to do is upgrade any units I can. Well, we've got the 50% savings on doing so. I'm hoping it'll make us appear more formidable. But even if not, it will mean that if we do get attacked, we will be in a better position. Okay. Out of gold, fair enough. What's this apostle doing? Can't even see them right now. Looks like they are going on to other places though, so that's good. Problem is we might be about to be attacked by the Protestants now on the other side, in which case we almost certainly are doomed. Still, at least if the Protestants can put up a decent fight against Tomiris, then we'll actually be fine. Okay, Nipper. Still don't have a monument, so maybe let's do that. Alright, they built a trader, which is great. Everyone wants traders. I'll tell you what, let's go to Eridu in the hope that we can expand towards Tomiris and Robert. Gotta be worth a try. See, with the DLC, everyone has the same governors we have. So, I suppose it's meant to indicate a type of governor rather than a specific person, even though they're actually given a name. Okay. Okay, how about we move you to Isin? It's going to take longer, but you're further away from the Protestants. Closer to the middle of our empire. Oh yeah, he's been established, so he will help build a library now. Rook. Let's build a bank. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Let me just check you. Yes, you've got a plus production to government building, so we should build a government building before anything else. So, what do we want? Intelligence agency, which is useful for spies. Foreign Ministry. Useful for combat, I think. Grandmaster's Chapel. Useful for faith and pillaging. So I think I might go with the spies, to be honest. We are going to need them for defence, even if we don't use them against other people directly. Oh, yeah, you just sleep. Could use them to try to wake Uruk up, it's just risky. Because I don't know how close enemy apostles might be. They might even turn Enki anyway. I could try it, but by the time we get there we'll probably have a new holy site, in which case we could heal up first. It's probably safer. Could always try that as a last ditch if the holy site strategy doesn't pay off. What we basically need is a holy death site with appropriate buildings, at the very least. Holy site might even do, because we might be able to build missionaries at least, and we need them to be in a city that is Enki, not Buddhist, or not anything else, not undefined. It's got to be Enki, because then we can make Enki missionaries, Enki apostles, which will actually give us a chance to fight. So this is where Tomirus has basically made a mistake by not pushing her advantage and converting all of our cities to Buddhist. Which is what she really should have done. Oh, Kurgans. Yeah, that's the Scythians special unit, equivalent to our ziggurats, but with different effects. Good grief, we finally got some era score. That's the other thing, we need to be avoiding a dark age. Excellent. Scientific theory. So, military science is an obvious next one. So where are we anyway on the whole dark age thing? We need 106. So yeah. So what we need to do is build industrial districts, I think, and buildings. So we need to get started on that everywhere we can. We'll find out when Earth finishes theirs. Hopefully that will give us an era score. Oh, excellent. We've pleased Tomirus again. See, we're great allies apart from the whole religious war business. Ah, brilliant. Got a little boost there. Right, so Kish. Kish. You can't build an industrial zone, you don't have enough population. So population is your big problem, so even though you're military, let's go with granary, because that will definitely help with population. Okay, who does not currently have a crossbow? Well, oddly enough, our capital city Uruk doesn't, but Eridu is probably more in danger. Plus they're about to build a settler, so they'll need the crossbow to accompany them. So let's go there for now. Keep exploring. Okay, has built an industrial zone. So straight onto a workshop. Could be useful to know if we had some kind of governor that can help with this. There doesn't seem to be any kind of era score for the industrial zone itself. So maybe I have misunderstood what they're asking me to do there, which would be unfortunate. Okay, build university. We've still got Pingala there to help us build it, so that's good. Or maybe it's the workshop, the actual buildings, that will give us the era score. Either way, we need industrial zones. Genuinely surprised that Tomarus is allowing us to build this holy site. Is she just finishing off Protestants or something? Could be. Nipper, right. Okay. Industrial zone. Are there any obvious areas that will give us particular gains for it? May as well stop moving them back. Mercantilism. Okay, let's just check that. So this is the new one, triangular trade, +4 gold and +1 faith from all trade routes. I mean, it's tempting, but at the same time we probably need the science more at the moment. Great though the faith would be, the religious war seems to have calmed down at least a little. Colonialism does give us 2 more envoys. Worth a try. Lagash. Right, you have built a holy site. I need you to build a shrine. Wondering if I should be moving him across. Possibly not, simply because it'd take 5 turns anyway, and they're building a holy site. So you may as well actually move to a shrine for now. I don't know how... If you can heal in the shrine, you probably can. Also, can we upgrade this unit yet? No, we cannot. In fact, we're actually losing money. That's a concern. Maybe a triangular trade would have been worth considering. On the plus side, the whole religious spread thing that we went for as part of our religion. Oh, here we go. Brilliant. This looks very hopeful. Yeah, the religious spread thing should actually start to convert cities anyway. I think the arrow there suggests Buddhism's going down. So it should give us a bit of an advantage over Tomarus, not to mention the fact that we're defending, which is always easier. Right, Adab, what should you be building? Well, you are in a position where you need to do a lot of defence. Medieval walls, maybe, an encampment. Encampment might be good. Oh no, apparently that's the only place we can build it, and that will take up a quarry. So maybe not. In fact, in some ways a builder would be good, but it's just going to take you forever to make it. So I'll do the medieval walls. Won't hurt. Be on the safe side. Tomarus, Jade, and yeah, we can do that. And I can use the extra gold. Okay, so they are... Oh right, this is a Protestant apostle. I mean, this looks hopeful, because it might mean that we didn't even need to worry about the religious war. Oh, excellent! So this is why I was doing nothing, and this is the risk with the DLC of settling in enemy lands. Keep or freeze. I think I'll keep it, thanks. Well, at least that's giving us some era score. Excellent. Right, well, I think their main complaint was lack of amenities. We don't have a huge amount of options though, so maybe I'll do ancient walls first anyway, and we should definitely send a crossbow down to defend them, just in case Norway gets upset. There we do. We can defend. Cartography. We've finished building 2 harbours finally. Kish now has the option for a military academy, which will give us even more combat experience, so we should probably do that before doing the crossbow. Larak has the option of a library. We could do sending the governor over, although they're still producing a university, so maybe not. Okay, well, how about, while we're waiting, you just make one of these. Let's do a trader. We really need more traders. We don't want them all to come from Uruk either. Okay, I'm guessing you finished building the harbour maybe? Or the lighthouse? Can you do a trader? You can't. Okay. Can you do an industrial zone? Or remove the marsh? That's okay. I think I can sacrifice a marsh for the sake of a more powerful industrial zone. Wonderful. Got a new city. Got a new city, and this rest and repair stuff is taking forever, but never mind. At least it's progress, and we will be able to start fighting back. Probably next time now. But hey, I really thought we'd lost the religious war there, so it's reassuring. We do need to keep an eye on these alliances, because we probably won't get quite as obvious a warning when the next ones run out. And we also need to remember which ones they were. So science with Tomaris, and I think Robert was economic. Cartography. Okay, so we don't have any boosts this time. Unlikely to kill a unit with a musket man, because we're not doing a war, so might go for that one. Just going to remind myself what we have with him. We have an economic alliance. Cool, great. What we need to do is build trade routes to you though. This is Uruk, is it not? Okay, well let's just, seeing as you have the best capacity, you build a builder, because we do need one. And Lagash needs to build a temple. Shurapak. See, Lighthouse does give housing, so it's not all bad. Very concerned about this. Oh no, this is mine. Oh, brilliant. Sorted that. Okay, so we've got another governor slot. What are our options? City ignores pressure and combat effects from religions not founded by the governor's player. Might be useful later. Diplomat. I honestly prefer that one. Science. Alright, you can do theatre as well, can't it? So we can do more great people points generated per turn in the city, which would be useful. Surveyor. Constructing districts in the city. Also useful. However, What else do we have? A steward. Industrialist, you see. So he would be useful for the industrial things. So I think we should appoint him and send him somewhere that we're building an industrial zone. So how about Nipper? Because they're going to struggle. So they probably need his help in so much as is possible. We'll probably have to promote him before he actually does help with that, but that will be fine. Okay, right, well primarily I want you to counter-spy, I think. I sort of could try spying just to get our hand in, seeing as there isn't as much we need to worry about counter-spying with yet. What do you reckon? Seeing as there's only the Norwegians who don't like us, I'd rather stick to them, given the option. They have... That's got to be the obvious place. Yeah, okay. Let's give it a try. I'm mostly doing this just to try and gain a promotion for the spy before we settle into counter-spying. I'm not really planning on a spy game. But we do need some defence to stop people stealing our technological advancements and sabotaging our space rockets. So, it's still quite important. Okay, Hamazi. Well... granary. Just thinking it's time all our cities started building, and I'm honestly thinking we should probably call it there. I'm gone over again. So I was hoping to have something a bit more decisive to show in terms of the religious war, but it looks like we've been extremely lucky, and having converted a few cities, Tomyris has moved on to fighting the Protestants. Maybe because we're not much of a threat, I'm not sure. Maybe even because she decided to honour the promise to stop converting our cities eventually. Who knows, maybe it was worth carrying on asking her. But yeah, so these guys are going to slowly recover. And I don't know if we can already, or if we will be able to soon, create apostles. Go to Lagash? No, we're still only missionaries, so I think we have to build the temple to create apostles. So I might wait for that. But then we'll start a more determined attempt to take back Uruk and probably surround them with apostles, because they don't interfere with other units. I don't think they really take maintenance, so we'll just have really good defence around our capital city, although it'll be less important because we're going to have 2 other cities with holy sites now. So I do honestly feel I totally screwed up that religious side. We just got extremely lucky. Tomyris could very easily have defeated us there. Never mind. Got away with it. So yeah, beyond that, I think we're just steadily progressing. We're out of the Dark Age. We really need to try not to enter another one. I might actually have a look at what we need to gain these era skills for industrial or later buildings. It does say building. So possibly what it means is any building that we only got to build with industrial level technology, so possibly the military academy would count. So in a lot of ways I think what we're looking at is building buildings. But we'll see. We will see. We'll deal with that next time. So yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you then.